welcoming yourself into the practice here and now. So again, when we deal with the liver, it's a very big organ and it's located on your right side underneath your ribs. So we're gonna allow for a sense of rooting down, grounding down. Okay. And just for you, if you can just raise your fingers, if you can hear me, okay. Yay, okay, fantastic. We take 5 breaths together. On the inhale, we fill, open and widen. And on the exhale, relax the shoulders and let go. Now you know if you feel like you're reacting to something and you feel agitated, you can just go, woo woo. Okay, Apan Mudra. Apan is part of the 5 vayus, the energies of the body. And this one goes down. Okay, so it's very good for digestive organs and of course the liver. Last full inhale, exhale. Good, now we're gonna reach arms out to the sides. And I'd like you to turn the whole palm facing up, anchor down into your hips and reach arms up. Now, it's as if I'm squeezing my outer shoulder blades forward, and then as if I'm pressing the back of the shoulder blades up. So you can get a little taller when you do this. As you lift your upper arms and shoulder blades forward and up, the back of the neck is relaxing down. Straighten the elbows. Couple of more breaths. One more stretch up. And lower the arms down. Very good. Now we're going to just go to one side. So you can go from side to side. Just get a little bit of a movement. Okay, we're not pushing tremendously, but we're just opening up a little bit. Okay. And then if it's okay on your body, you can shift the crossing. So the other shin comes in front. Again, if your knees are sensitive, you can also sit up higher on a chair. Wow, it's really Friday here today. Arms out. You heard it honking. Fingertips on your elbow, on your shoulders, elbows out. Then inhale, exhale. In and out through the nose. Inhale, lift your shoulders up and down. Inhale and down. Inhale and down. 5 of these is getting ourselves going a little bit, moving through the energy of the shoulders. Sometimes we get a little stiff and tense in this area. And then one more time, inhale, arms out. Turn your whole arm facing up. Anchor the hips, and now inhale, push your hips down to reach arms up. The upper outer shoulder blades are lifting, and the base of the neck going down. Anchor your hips, inhale, lift up, and this time we turn to the right. Good, lower your left hand down, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, we rotate back. Good, we press into the hips on the inhale, lift, and on the exhale, rotate back. Good, now keep your spine long and just look forward and look down over your left shoulder. And we go into the glands that are in the throat and neck and groins. And then look to the side and we release. Notice if you can already feel a shift. Press your hips down and reach your arms up. Good. Root down to lengthen. Now turn to your left and lower your left. Right hand down, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up. And on exhale, rotate your torso over towards your left. Keep the shoulder blades down. Try to visualize your spine up and down, straight, so we don't lean forward or overarch the lower back like I dance or style, kind of I used to, not that I have been a dancer. But inhale, exhale, shoulder blades down, the back elbow is bent. And now just look forward and then look down over your shoulder. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze into the thyroid glands, other glands, and then lift to the side and we release. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and come on to all fours. I like to have blocks handy. I like to have blocks to work with. Okay, and we're gonna just have them handy and start to move through cats and cows. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine, shoulders down. And on the exhale, ground down to the root of the wrist to round and broaden the back. And inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, round and ground. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, round and ground. One more time, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round and ground. And now keep your arms nice and steady. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the floor just a little bit. Okay, immediately you can start to feel like, this is a little bit different. Let your core work and then set it down. Can we do it one more time? Yes, round. If that was too much, you can just stay here. Let's see if you can just hover the knees and start to engage your core muscles. Good, press down on the hands. Good, and set it down to rest. Okay, reach your left leg back behind you. Firm the right hip in. And then lift your left leg up. Stay here. See if you can reach your right arm forward. And balance here by engaging the core. Take one more inhale. And now set your right hand down. And then set your left foot down, but set it on the side. Yeah. And move your right hand directly underneath your shoulder. And bring your left hand up. Good, we're opening now to the side hip. So press into the heel of the straight leg, back leg. And now open across your chest. Keep the bottom right shoulder head down. And then stand the top up. Breathe across your chest. And now bring your hand down in front of your shoulder. Firm the hips in. And then send the top arm over your ear. Good. Rotate the tricep down. Try to lift up out of the bottom shoulder as you move that shoulder head down. Inhale, exhale. Stretch it sideways. And then bring your top arm up. And hand down. And pause. Okay, let's do the other side. Now, reach your right leg back. Square your hips. Try to lift your waist in and then pull your chest forward. Just like Wes usually says, it's a little bit of a cat tilt in the lower back, a little bit of up dog tilt in the upper back, and straighten the back leg. Bring your left arm forward. Hold it. Lift away from the floor. Breathe, stay. I'm just going to switch a little bit. Good, and now lower the hand down and place the back foot down. Yeah, push into the back foot. Have your left shoulder underneath and bring your right hand up. Firm into the back leg. And take the hips under slightly. Now open the top arm up and breathe across your chest. Firm the back leg. Send the top arm forward and then over your ear. Breathe across your chest. So we're opening up here into the side waist and the organ body. Very nice. And then bring your top arm up. Look down. Bring your hands slowly to the floor. And come back onto all fours. Okay, now a couple of cats and cows. Inhale and exhale, round and round. Good, and just like we did a twist seated, we're gonna do a twist from here. So bring your left arm to the left and inhale. And then just thread the needle. If it's okay with your body, you can lower the left shoulder down and cup your right fingers. Push your hips back a little bit and lengthen through the spine on the inhale. And then lift across your chest as you rotate up on exhale. So dealing with the organ body, of course, we want to do a lot of squeeze and release. Good, now press your hand down, come back up and pause. See how that went. Can you feel the difference in your shoulders? And now bring your right arm out to the right. I keep turning so I don't have to have my back towards you. And thread the needle. Lower down to the outer shoulder. And of course, see that you're comfortable somehow in your neck here. Shoulder blades go down. Inhale. It's also obviously a little bit more challenging to breathe here. So this is very beneficial for the lungs. Creating more openness in between the ribs that hold the lungs safely. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now press down into the left hand. Come on to all fours. And this time, if you have blocks that are a little more firm, you can use those. And bring them on a yoga mat. Make sure that they're not sliding. Okay, firm the arms in. Round your back for a little bit. Then lift your knees and then push back into downward facing dog. The heel of the hand is pressing into the blocks and the outer shoulders are firming. Just like we did seated, remember the outer shoulders were firming in, but the base of the neck is relaxing down. Press your thighs back. Come high up onto the toes, bend your knees, get a little more length out of your spine. And if you can, wiggle your toes apart. Now straighten your legs and lift your quadriceps up, up, up. And then lengthen the heels down. Press the thighs back. Two more breaths, two more breaths. This is it, almost over. Breathe through it. And then go ahead and walk yourself back towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway. And on the exhale, bow down. You can also bend your knees and have your elbows on your thighs if you have a lower back issues. Okay, tightness, hamstring tightness. But otherwise, inhale, exhale, lower forward. Maybe you can just bring your hands to your lower back and lift your shoulders. Okay, yes and no. Some of you can straighten your arms. Easy does it. We're just warming up. Good. Switch the clasp of your fingers if you're doing this. And let's go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. And with a straight back, we rise to standing. Okay, wonderful, everybody. Let's come forward to the tops of our mats. Samastitihi. Good. Now, as you stand at the top of the mat, find Tadasana mountain pose. So have your feet parallel. Good. And rotate the inner thighs back. Yes. And then lengthen the sits flesh down. Reach arms out to the sides. We're just going to set up this one. Good. Turn your palms facing up. Good. And now go ahead and keep the frontal ribs in and the kidney ribs widening. And just lower the arms down some. Pause here. And see if the front of the shoulders have a tendency to roll in, move them back. Okay, thighs back, sits bones under. Now lower it down a little more. And then just turn your palms facing inwardly. Good. Feel that length of the spine. Good. And now we're going to do Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salute A. Remember the energy from the Apan Mudra rooting down. Inhale, reach arms forward and up and lift up to lengthen. On the exhale, hinge over your hips and forward fold and bow. Oh, we have Marianne. Hello, my darling. Good. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway. Good. And exhale, step back into plank. Top of a push-up. Hold it here. Firm your arms and your mount and lift up out of the root of your wrist. Okay? If you need to, lower your knees down and lower yourself slowly all the way to the floor. Forward through chaturanga all the way to the floor. Point your toes. Keep your forehead down, please. And interlock the hands behind the back. Good. Lift your shoulder heads. Keep your forehead down. And now stretch your chest forward. Lift your shoulder heads. Good. Keep your feet down. Now you can lift in the upper back. Lift your head off the floor. Think about looking down the bridge of your nose. Good. Press the tops of the feet down. Thighs down, sits bones to the heels, widen across the navel, widen across the collarbones. I know we're strengthening the back. One more inhale and forehead down on the exhale. Very good. Now place your hands underneath your elbows. Good, low cobra. Inhale, lift and lengthen, stretch your chest forward. Good, exhale, forehead down. Good. Again, low cobra. Inhale, stretch your sternum chest forward. And on the exhale, forehead down. Now, this is a mixed level class. If you feel like you wanted to take an up dog, inhale, press the tops of the feet, lift your chest. And then exhale, everybody. We see you back in downward facing dog. Firm the hands into the mat. Look forward, inhale. On the exhale, just bend your knees and empty the breath and draw the belly in. Then look forward, walk forward, hop forward. Some of you can float forward. Inhale, lengthen forward, lift the kneecaps. And on the exhale, we bow down. Inhale, ground your feet, rise up, thighs back, belly in. And exhale, hands to the heart. Surya Namaskara. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, Ardha halfway forward. Exhale, step back into plank, top of a push-up. Choose to lower with your knees, chaturanga, or to the floor. Okay, lift into low cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Pause here. Widen the collarbones. Press the tops of the feet down and from the outer ankles in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep, rich, full inhale and exhale. Good. Lift your thighs up into the hips and look forward. Inhale. Bend your knees. Finish the whole breath out. Exhale. And then either step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway forward. And exhale, bow over your legs. Very good. Ground your feet and rise up to standing. And on the exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, let's do two more of those. Inhale, rise. And if you prefer just one, take your time. Exhale, hinge at the hips and forward bow. Inhale, fill and widen your lungs. Very good. Hands flat. Take it through your vinyasa, which means you could step back and lower to the floor, take a low cobra. And some of you guys have more of a flow practice. You take that and downward facing. Okay, very good. Breathe and notice how's your energy in your body. When you're ready, step or hop forward. Take your time. Good. Faster or slower. Good. And as you rise up to stand and get a little taller and look at your hands, but with your mind's eye, feel your heel bones pressing down. Good. And then we'll do one more. Inhale, rise. Surya. So we're inviting that energy of the sun, Surya. Good. Exhale, bow all the breath out, hollow the belly. Inhale, lengthen and widen across your chest. And then exhale, step, float, skip, or modify your vinyasa. It's Friday, so maybe it feels good to move a little more or maybe move a little less. See where it works best for you. All right. Now, keeping the arms firm in downward facing dog. You're going to lift your right leg back, just halfway, not at all as high as you can. Just like, yeah, so the hips are about 90 degrees. Straighten the right leg and flex your heel. Imagine you're pushing the right heel into maybe your dresser or the wall behind you, and keep your arms straighter. Firm, especially the left arm straight. Okay, 2 more breaths. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. Back with the hips, down with the left heel, back with the right heel, and then set the foot down at the back of the mat. Okay, other side. I know this is a little strenuous, but this is also a very good way to detox the organs. So lift the other leg up if you can. Good, and as you lift from the inner left leg, straighten the left knee more, like 10% more straight. Yes, good job, Tim. Press into the heel and from the right hip back. Now, can you lengthen your arms? I know, this is hard. 1 more breath in and out, and then set your foot down. Good, now come forward into plank pose, comfortable push-up. And you're gonna center the right hand down. And you're gonna lower the right knee down. We're gonna go for this modified Vashisthasana. And I promise I'm gonna give you opportunity to do a more classic Vashisthasana also. But we're gonna start here first. You're gonna have your hand on your hip and the outer right hip hugging in. Okay, the right hand is down, the left leg is pressing. Press to the left heel, lift the left arch. Now, just lift your bottom knee off the mat. Let's see how that goes. Now take the bottom knee in. Good, and straighten and hover the bottom foot off the floor if you can. And then option 1, set the knee back down again and continue here. And send the top arm up or have both feet together. Okay, so we're talking about the liver meridian actually runs on the inside of your legs. Send the top arm up, beginning in between your toes, and runs on the inner legs. Inhale, top arm up, and hand to the floor. Pause here, and then stretch into downward facing dog. All right, let's attempt the other side. Now you know what's coming. Okay, lower the left knee down, and press your right leg straight. You got it. Bottom shoulder blade in, the whole lat is engaged, and you lift your pelvis up. Press firmly into the back right heel and lift the back arch. Now, with the help of the core and the stability of your back muscles and hips, hover the bottom knee off the floor. And then draw the knee into the chest. And then optional, hover the foot above the floor. And then you can step your feet together or lower the bottom knee down. Find it. And then send the top arm. So you can notice that we went from level 1 to level 100 there, right? Send the top arm over your ear. So if you choose 2 or 98, it doesn't matter. All right, bring your top arm up and inhale, and then hands to the floor, exhale. Very good, downward facing dog. Okay, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Now, with the 2 first fingers, you're gonna grab a hole around the big toe mound. Like I said, we're playing with the kidney energy today. So when you push there, you want to push the fingers in between the big toe mound and lift your chest forward. Lift your kneecaps. When you bend the elbows, bend them out to the sides. Lift your shoulder blades up and apart. And stretch from the outer shoulder blade to the outer elbow. As you lift up from the fingers, grabbing around the toe, you spread your forearms apart. Draw the kneecaps up, lean a little more to the mounds of the feet. Padang Pushdasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, bring your hands to your hips and go straight back, come up to standing. All right, we're gonna do Padahastasana. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over your legs. This time, if you can, try to step your hands underneath your feet and you bring your toes all the way up to the wrists. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway. And on the exhale, bend the elbows to the sides and widen across the collarbones. Breathe. Draw the thigh bones up into the hip sockets. And lengthen the sides of the waist down, like the rib cage was a basket with 4 corners. Lengthen that down. Stand in your legs. Step off your hands and inhale. And bring your hands to your hips. Exhale and then rise. Okay, come forward to the tops of your mats. We're going to practice Surya Namaskara C. Have your blocks handy. Thighs back, feet parallel. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Ribs down. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway forward, hands on the blocks. Draw the shoulders back. Now you're going to step the right leg back and lower the right knee to the floor. Good. Now inhale, rise up with the arms up towards the ceiling and pause here. Good. Now see how the left heel is grounding and the back foot, the right foot and the whole foot is pressing down to anchor. Lower the left outer hip down a little bit if you can. And now feel with your mind's eye the top of the back foot. Push it down, down, down to lift the arms higher. Back to the shoulders pressing forward, belly in. Inhale, look up if you can. Good job. Exhale, hands to the blocks. And momentarily tuck your back toe under and straighten your back leg. So firm the left hip in and back. Press the right thigh a little higher up towards the ceiling and move the shoulder blades down. As you firm the left hip in and back and the back leg is straighter, can you lift from the navel up and widen across your chest? One more breath, inhale. Good, now bring your hands flat to the yoga mat. Exhale and step into plank pose and take another inhale. Good, and now choose to go through a vinyasa or just go to down dog. So chaturanga up dog for some, to the floor for some. Good. And downward facing dog. So nice. Notice what's changing and opening. Now reach your left leg back. Reach your right leg back. Inhale, right leg, right leg. Right leg. Right leg. Okay, square the hips. We did this a little bit earlier. Now draw the right knee to the navel and step the foot through. That's good. Now lower the back knee down. Find your balance and up you go. Anjaneyasana on the back foot. Back knee. And as you firm the outer arms in, lift your chest. Straighten the elbows. And now the right foot is in the front. Can you draw the right hip back and down? And now press the back foot a little more and lift the arms a little straighter. Like we're making banana bread and you're mushing the bananas with the back foot down. Inhale, get taller, look up. And slowly bring the hands to the blocks and straighten the back leg. Good, look forward and inhale. And on the exhale, step the back foot to meet the front foot. Yes, excellent. Inhale, halfway forward. And exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, rise to standing, stretch up. See your hands, feel your feet. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. All right, we're going to do the whole thing. Now the left foot and leg leads the whole sequence. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, halfway. Remember, left leg back, back knee down. Find a balance. Inhale, rise up. Good. We're going to add on here. On the exhale, you're going to bring your hands to your heart. Option 1, take the left elbow across the right thigh and come into prayer. If that feels a little squishy, you can also lower the left hand down and bring the right arm back. Now some of you can straighten the back leg. 5 breaths. Okay, 4, breathing. On the inhale, we lengthen the torso. On the exhale, we lift and rotate. Open that chest. Inhale, lengthen. Lift and rotate. I know, soften something. It can be quite hard to hold these poses for this long. Take one more inhale, exhale, and look down. Very slowly bring your hands to the blocks and straighten your back leg if it was bent. Stretching your flexor. Lift your chest. And bring your hands down to the floor and step back into plank. And choose if you wanted to take a vinyasa or not. Okay, we'll have one more side after this. Okay, downward facing dog. Now remember, arms are straight, but the left leg is reaching back. Knee to navel and step it through. Back knee down. Find your balance. Inhale, come up. Good, let that left hip go down, belly up. Push into the back foot. And bring your hands to the heart. Option 1, elbow across, prayer. Option 2, hand to the block and top arm back. Option 3, add the back leg. You can do that, of course, in prayer or not. Okay, few more breaths. Inhale, we lengthen. Lift and rotate. Keep the left hip down, back hip, back right hip back, so the hips are square. Sometimes the right leg droops down. Try to lift it up because we're going deep into organs. One more inhale, exhale. Look down and then lower the hands and we straighten the back leg. Look forward and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Ground your feet and rise up to standing. Okay, we're going to do one more round, right and left. I'm just going to flow it, okay? No variations. Inhale, rise. Exhale, all the breath out, bow. Inhale, halfway. We begin on the right leg again. Right leg back, back knee down. Inhale, one breath up, find your balance. Exhale, hands down and straighten the back leg just for a moment. Bring your hands to the floor and then step back and go either to down dog or choose your vinyasa. Firm the outer shins in. Lift that heart. Excellent, downward facing. Right leg inhale with control, reach it back. Exhale, knee to navel, step your right foot through and lower the back knee down. Firm that right hip in. Find a balance. Inhale, reach arms up. Up you go, stretch up. All right, hands to the blocks. Back leg straight. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bow. Inhale, rise to stand. One more round. This side we begin with left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward and bow. Let it feel wonderful. Inhale, open your heart. Step the left leg back. Back knee down. Good. Inhale, ground your feet. And rise. Exhale, hands to the blocks. And straighten your back leg momentarily. Very good. Hands to the floor. And then step back into plank or take it through your vinyasa. So be picky here, be choosy, choose what works. Okay? And then from downward facing dog, keep your arms firm. Left leg, reach it back and inhale. Knee to navel, exhale, and step your foot through. Lower the back knee down. Firm the hips, inhale, we rise up, up. Let's go, lift up. Beautiful, hands down. Straighten the back leg and then step your feet together. Inhale, lengthen forward and exhale, we bow. Good, hands to your hips and a straight back to standing. Very good. How are you guys doing? Place the blocks along the long edge of your yoga mat. I'm going to do some externally rotated hip openers. Okay, fingertips together, draw the elbows out. Inhale. Either step or hop your legs up. Yes, and press the thighs back. Lengthen the sits flesh down, arms out. Bend your right leg and turn the leg out 90 degrees. And straighten your front leg. Now, firm into the back heel, center of the heel. Notice if you're on the outer arch, can you find the center of the back heel and still lift the back arch? Okay, now with the resisting of the back leg, bend your front knee. Look over the middle finger, take 5 breaths. The weight is pressing down into the right heel, and you're drawing the outer right hip in and down. Now firm the back leg, lift your waist, soften the shoulders and your lips. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Now you're gonna straighten the front leg and you're gonna hinge 3 times. Halfway forward, press the back heel. Halfway forward, firm the right hip, press the left heel. Good. Last one, we're gonna go all the way down. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Find your yoga block. Place it directly underneath your shoulder. Bring the top hand onto your hip. Okay, as you ground into the back heel, lift your frontal hip points. Now, stack the shoulders without swaying in your lower back. Yeah, that's the question, right? Now move your top arm straight back and stretch to the top arm. Stretch to the pinky fingers of the top arm, please. The triceps should be firing. Turn the top palm facing straight forward where your face is. And then bring the arm up. Utthita Trikonasana. Keep anchoring the back leg. Keep lengthening the top chest. Now stand the top arm in front of you. And then stretch that top arm over your ear. Yes. Turn the heart open. Bottom shoulder down. 1 more inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Bring your top arm up. Look down. Bend your front knee. Now press into the back heel and up we go. Warrior 2. Bring the arms straight up to the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Take a hold of the elbows and lift the elbows up. Keep pressing the back foot. Don't lose the back foot. And straighten the leg. And release the arms. All right, bend your knee. Parallel your feet. And then heel to your feet together and just come back into Tadasana. Okay, fingertips together. Pull the elbows as far apart as you can to open the chest. Step out or hop. Okay, now we're gonna do the second side. Move the block over if you don't have another one there. Arms out. Bend your left leg and turn the leg out. And then straighten the leg. Now bring your mind's eye to the back leg. Press into the back center of the heel and lift the back arch. Hip goes forward just a little bit. Firm the left hip under. Lift the waistline. Inhale. Now keep pressing the back leg and bend into the front knee. 90 degrees. Good. And then look over the middle finger. 5 breaths. You take the outer left hip in and you firm the back leg. So there's some lifting up on the inner back side. Press, press, press. Reach the arms. Reach from the tricep to your pinky finger. Shoulders down. Lift the waist a little bit. That's right. 1 more inhale, exhale. Now bring your arms up. Lift your waist, hold the elbows, and then switch the elbows and lift your waist higher and higher and higher. And now straighten the front leg and reach arms. Resist with the back, hip and heel. Now 3 times, reach forward, hug that left hip under. 1, 2, stretch, 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 resist. Yes, and the last one, we go all the way down. Find your yoga block and place it directly underneath your shoulder. The top hand goes on your hip. Firm the left hip under and stand in the back leg. Now reach the top arm back over your hip. Keep hugging that outer left hip in and sharpen the back arm. Maybe you cramp a little bit in your tricep because we're opening the shoulders here. Now turn your palm facing forward and then lift your top arm up. That's right. Widen across the chest. Widen across the collarbones. Keep hugging the outer left hip in and stand more into the back leg and inhale. Send the top arm forward and then over ears. Exhale and stretch, stretch, stretch the top shoulder blade. Keep lengthening the hips back. Lengthening the chest forward and around. Got one more inhale. Bring your top arm up and exhale. Look down. Bend your front knee. Press into the back leg and come up. Warrior two. Good. Sit down. Arms up. Arms down. And straighten your front leg. And bend the knee to parallel your feet. Hands to the hips. Forearms back. Inhale. Standing the leg and lift your waist like you're coming out of the toothpaste tube. And now up and over, you fold over the legs. Place your hands directly underneath your shoulders and coil your chest up. Drive the legs back and pause. Can you anchor the heels and lift the arches? Lift your toes and now place them down, but keep your toes long. Good. Now keep your hips where they are and just walk your hands straight forward and get taller in your spine. Tops of the thighs are pressing back. That's right. Heels are grounding and you're lengthening through the sideways. Relax your neck. One more inhale and we exhale. Good. And now walk your hands back in and inhale. Lift up forward. Hands to the hips and we rise. Okay, heel to your feet together and come back into Tadasana. Okay, I'd like you to take your right forearm behind you and grab the left inner arm, like that. Okay, if you look sideways, take your waist and move it in. Lift your chest. Good. 2 more breaths. Like the shoulders are stretching down, but the navel is going back. Okay, and then release the arm and switch. Straighten the arm. If you look sideways, take your waistline back. And find a plumb line in the center of the body. Shoulders down, chest up. 2 more breaths. Stretch, 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 stretch. Straight arm straighter. Good. Ribs in and lift up it. Hips down. Good. And then release your arms. Beautiful. Come to the front of the yoga mat, please. Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Keep your arms higher, higher, higher from the arms. And now bend your knees and sit back into chair. Arms higher, hips down, hips in and under. Good. Now bring your hands to the heart. And now twist to the right. The left elbow goes to the right. Yes, and we don't do this twist if you're pregnant or heavily menstruating, just so you know. Can you get the elbow to touch your thighs? And if not, straighten the bottom arm. Good job, Libby. Good. Inhale, lengthen your chest hard. Exhale, stir those hips back. Almost there, Haley, almost there. Good. Lift your chest. Look down, squeeze those hips and come back into chair. That's right, and press to standing. All right, one more side. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair. Hands to the heart. Twist the other way. Right elbow to the left. Good. And then lengthen the torso on the inhale. Nice, Tim. Can you get a right hip back a little bit more on the exhale? Yes, so you have a little more room. Inhale for length. Exhale, lift and rotate. Beautiful. And then come back up into chair. Say, I love chair. And then come to standing. And then go. Very nice. One more vinyasa. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, and you bow. Inhale, halfway forward, lift and widen. And on the exhale, step back into plank. Okay, lower yourself all the way to the floor. Very good. And come on to your forearms for Sphinx pose. So come on to the forearms and coil your chest up. Now press your feet flat. Press the hips down and widen the chest. Shoulder blades down, straighten your inner legs. Straighten them, making banana bread on the feet. Push down, 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 lift your chest a little higher. Good, and then exhale, release, and rest your head down. Just go down. Okay, for some of us, I'm gonna do this one more time. Or for some, see if you can bend your knees and grab your feet. If that's absolutely not possible because of your lower back or your knees, otherwise, see if you can grab the feet and just lift your shoulder heads up. Press your pelvis down and then see how that went. If you have more, you can press the legs back and up for Dhanurasana. Yes, and now yes, beautiful, bow pose. That's right, kick those legs back and up. Open your chest and lower down to rest. Let go of the feet, and we have one more opportunity. If you did this first one, you're like, okay, that was a little much. Then you just do Shalambhasana, where you press your legs straight and interlace the hands behind the back. Otherwise, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. Press the hips down. Inhale, up you go. And exhale, kick your feet back and up. Flex your feet, Marianne. Flex them. Press back now. Get a little higher. There you go. Awesome. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Relax your legs. Good. Come on to all fours. Nice. Take a couple of cats and cows. And now you can be a little creative. Maybe make some rolls on your hips, around and around. Can you make an 8, number 8 with your hips? Good. Now we're testing. Yes. Okay. And now if you have a blanket, I'd like you to find it. Okay. So we're going to take the blanket and we're going to place it on top of your thighs. And you're going to open it up so it's this wide. You know, this is a very heavy blanket. If you have a little thinner one, that's fine. But take your hands onto the blanket and you're going to press down on your thighs onto the blanket. Okay, from the heels together, lift your chest. And as you go forward, you're going to press down on the blanket. You can turn your hands the other way. Like you were doing your up dog. Push your hips back and then soften down. Okay, so a variation of a little more of an active child's pose because we're moving those hip creases back. This might feel amazing. And if you feel like you wanted to support your head, I highly recommend you to put your block on underneath your forehead and just stretch your thighs, hip creases back with the help of the blanket. And lengthen your chest forward a little. Good. Ground the hips in and come back up. And you can release this now. Okay. If you can, go ahead and sit onto the blanket. And take your comfortable cross-legged position. And bring your hands right here where the diaphragm is and just press down. Let that diaphragm soften down. Okay, just massage there. Remember, we're doing a little bit of stimulation and detoxing of our organs, and today we're focusing on the liver. Now, the liver is on your right side. So take it and move yourself into this clockwise rotation. It's like that. And just massage your belly 9 times. I'm actually going to do clockwise for me. Looks like I'm doing counterclockwise. Good. Just let go. Feel the belly. Let it relax and release. Good. And once you're done, just rest. Now we're going to take Surya, the sun mudra, where the ring finger touches the thumb and then hands down. Okay? Roll the shoulders back, flex your feet, and just inhale and exhale. As you widen across your chest, also broaden through the lower back and kidney ribs. Take just 10 breaths with this mudra that represents the sun, Surya mudra. The sun brightens up and cleanses the blood. So keep your hips relaxed. Widen across the chest. All the twisting we did today, maybe you can widen your lungs a little bit. So you're breathing into the top chest, sides of the lungs, and backs of your lungs. Okay, just a moment. And now take a Pan mudra with the 2 middle fingers and see if you can feel a difference inside your body. Release the mudra. And now, if you can, I'd like you to find a pressure point of the liver, which is actually on top of the foot, right above the big toe and the second toe now. And just push and massage there. Massage, massage, massage. It can be quite sensitive. So you're on the top of the metatarsals right there. And just push down with your thumbs. And then we switch sides. So pushing, massaging, like on this point, right where the metatarsals, like the toes go onto the top of the foot, in between the big toe mound and the long toe. And it can be quite intense. Very good. And then let that be. Okay. We're going to come into Janu Shirshasana A. So like I mentioned, we're doing a little liver, and the liver line starts in between the toes, go to the top of the foot, but it goes all the way to the inner groin. So we're going to take Janu Shirshasana A. So sit up in Dandasana, and then bend your right knee, help it out. And if you can, press your right heel to the inner left side. Some of us will need a block underneath the knee, or if you have knee stuff, you can lower the foot a little bit. And as you anchor the hips down, reach arms up, back to this thing again. From the left side down, turn your body facing the straight leg, lift up, hinge at the hips, stay straight, just like we did 3 times into triangle. Do it here. Both sits bones pushing down. Reach forward and up with the arms. Okay, last one. Go, and now either stay here with the fingers lower. Okay, this might be plenty. If you have a little tighter back, you hold the strap. Okay, if you can reach over the foot, you can. And if you can't take all the way around the foot, then you bend the elbows to the sides. Okay? Deeper is not always better. So just feel what works best for you today. Don't you find that discernment? Okay? Stay there for 3 more breaths. Janu Shirshasana A. We're working on the inner groins, inner thighs, lengthening the sides of your back evenly. Okay, and then press into the hips and up you go. Help the right leg in with your hand and straighten it. Bend your left knee and bring the knee to the side. Good, and then adjust what you need. Place the knee to the side, maybe you need a block, blanket. Ground your hips and reach arms up. Okay, inner thighs pressing down, hinge forward halfway with a straight back. Come back up. You might go just like 1 centimeter. Halfway forward, lift up and forward, thighs down. Good, that's right. Get super tall. And the last one, elbow straight. And down you go. And then either use the block, use the strap, grab your foot, whatever you need. Lift up. If you have a lower back pain, you must not round too much. Elbows to the side should be all the way down. Marianne, elbows to the side, sit bones root. Breathe breath, go Tim, a little more length. This is so nice. Good. Inhaling. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then ground your hips. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, lower the arms and help your leg in. Straighten both legs. Paschimottanasana, or just sit up straight. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward bow. Good. And just relax. Press the thighs down, relax the neck. And then ground into the hips and come back on up. Then we're gonna make our way onto our backs for Shavasana. Good, so get yourself cozy-mosey and maybe something behind your knees or on top of your body. Good, and roll the shoulders under and let yourself really feel. Okay, maybe start with the legs straight and then just let them drop out. Okay. Beautiful. Take a deep and wonderful breath in. Open your mouth and exhale it out. Inhale fully, deeply, rich breath. And exhale, let it go. And then we integrate the practice. Let the floor totally hold you. We're focusing a little bit on the liver. When our liver energy is balanced, emotions that anger and frustration depart, reveal kindness, benevolence, compassion, and generosity. And the liver cleanses the blood. And the mudras we can practice is Apana Mudra. And just envision a beautiful green light entering our livers. Also practice Surya Mudra. And when we work with the liver, we work with the third chakra, the Manipura chakra. Can be translated to the lustrous gem. It's part of the fire element. You can visualize this beautiful golden energy. The root sound of the chakra, the Bij mantra, Bij meaning root, is Ram. Ram, Ram, Ram. And the intention for our liver can be, my inner light is luminous, vibrant, and alive. Love, peace, and joy are what I know. I trust that the universe is abundant and that I know my soul's calling. Drifting a little deeper. Some foods that supports the liver is avocados, Some oily fish like salmon, omega-3, olive oil, walnuts, brown rice or rye, grapefruit, red grapes, broccoli, and herbs, ginger, turmeric, milk thistle, and dandelion root, cinnamon. Notice if there is peaceful expansion sensation within you. Letting go on the outer layers, expanding the inner layers. It's a beautiful Friday evening. So if you prefer to stay a little longer, I greatly encourage it. Or if you feel like you're ready, feel free to awaken your fingers and toes. Gently keeping this inner expansion, peaceful sensation, stretch back. As you're ready, roll to your right and linger for a little moment. Then use the top hand and press yourself up as you're staying. Bring your hands in front of your beautiful heart. A generous, full, deep inhale. Keep your spine nice and long. And on the exhale, just bowing down to your inner teacher, your heart. You'll be bowing in gratitude of your organ body, the liver and all the other organs. Lift your gaze in your eyes and namaste. Very good, my friends. I stay on for a second if you have some questions.